Hey guys, Gray here to answer your questions, and before anything, Happy New Year. Of course, I'm having a good New Year's Day with the family, but besides that, this year should be a good year with everything about to come up. More Ruby stuff. I'm assuming Volume 4 will be ending shortly in the next few episodes or so, because it's starting to get up toward the 10 and 15 range, which is usually the number that they stick with a volume. But besides that, all of you are here for me to answer your questions. There are only a few questions, so this will be kind of a shorter Q&A than probably last time, maybe. So, without further ado, on to the questions. First question is from Sleeping King, or Sleep King. By the way, are you gonna play Xbox anytime soon? Granted, I do have an Xbox One. I don't play it as often as I do on my PlayStation. Now, that's not to say that I don't like Xbox, it's just, well, I started playing on PlayStation and I haven't really gone back. Now, granted, if you guys want any games that are on Xbox, I'll be sure to try it out. But besides that, I have no plans for it just yet, until I feel like something that could come to this channel that I can probably play on Xbox. But I might do an Xbox live stream of a game. For those that want to go to my live stream, Twitch link down below. Free promotion! But anyways, if that answers your question, yeah, I might do it in the future, I might not, but it'll probably be mainly on Twitch that I would do any console, whether it be PC, Xbox One, or PlayStation 4. On to the next one. By Chloe Jo Smith, number 4. And Chloe asks, what editor do you use for your videos? Now, what I use is Adobe Premiere Pro. I've been using it for a long time. Little short story, I actually had about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 channels before this one. The first channel failed due to not having the programs I needed to make it. Second channel kind of fell off. Third channel went well for a while and then just immediately hit a brick wall. And then I stopped for a while before creating this channel. And you guys liked my first video, and ever since then I decided to keep on doing anime cracks and anime kind of stuff, because I knew that I like anime, you like anime, why not share it together? So I've been mainly using Premiere Pro for a while. I'm pretty good at it. I wouldn't say I'm the best or anything. There's other people that can do crazier stuff in Premiere Pro that I can't even do. What I use for my little icon and my thumbnails, I use Adobe Photoshop. I try to do my best to get the best look to it without having to make it a lot of detail, because it's just a small thumbnail. You're not really going to see it a lot, and it's really tiny, so I don't want to put too much detail into it, but I do want to put something that like pops out to you guys. But yeah, those are the programs I mainly use. Also, for recording my voice, I use Adobe Audition. Granted, I did get a school package, which was very heavily discounted from about $600 to about $300. Yeah, Adobe is expensive, but it works. Not saying like Sony Vegas and a bunch of other programs don't work. It's just I was taught how to use Adobe Premiere Pro, Audition, Photoshop, all in high school and college. So it kind of stuck with me that I should use the programs that I was taught on instead of programs that I would have to relearn something else but in the same vein. But yeah, that little story aside, yeah, I mainly use the Adobe programs to edit, make pictures and whatever. So if that answers your question, I would suggest getting Adobe if you can afford it. Granted, if you need to start out small, use other programs, mainly free ones, just to test the waters and then go from there. Next one, ships. Name them. 3 minimum preferred. Now the ones off the top of my head that from the top 3 that I have. Number 3, Arcos. I still believe that Pyrrha and Jean was a good couple. Not like how people are thinking, oh, Ruby will comfort Jean in his time of need, and during Volume 4 they'll get together. No, I don't think so. If you guys remember how Ruby reacted when they talked about the Schnee family in that one episode, I think it was either 3 or something like that. Her face, yeah, she misses Weiss. So, but that leads to the second one. White Rose is my second favorite. Ruby and Weiss, they just look good together. I mean, seriously. Battle skirts, man. Come on. And number 1 is what everybody wants. Bumblebee. Blake and Yang. Oh yeah. There's something there. Most definitely. I mean, look how Sun kind of barged in on Blake. I mean, seriously. The Sun might really like being around Blake, but granted, she not having it. She'll be around him, she considers him a friend or whatever. I don't see him and her getting together. Blake and Yang would definitely. They have their beef to work out, but come on. I mean, in any anime where that's the situation, where one girl loves another girl, but something happens and then they hate each other, but in the end they'll love each other. I mean, seriously, come on. But yeah, those are my top 3. I did have other ones, but those 3 are the most common, I know, but like, they're the most possible in my mind. Like, definitely Arcos worked out at the end of Volume 3 before things happened. Which leads to the next question. The next question is, which death in Ruby affected you the most and why? And what do you think will happen in future episodes of Ruby? Well, for the one death that affected me the most was Pyrrha. Pyrrha versus Penny. Penny didn't really affect me at all. Like, a lot of people love Penny, and I'm just like, yeah. But if you really think about it, frickin' Ironwood created her. They can just make another. I mean, seriously. Yeah, it won't be the same Penny. Obviously, if they made a new Penny, she wouldn't remember Ruby. But would it really matter? I mean, why make another Penny anyways? Because now everybody knows that Ironwood was trying to make humanoid robots, and now Ironwood's under the freaking eyes of the people, and he's just like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. I don't see another Penny being made or anything close to it. I don't know about that girl that was with her in the Vital Festival, but anyways. But yeah, Pyrrha kind of affected me a little bit. I wouldn't say it affected me as much as others. Granted, I did love Pyrrha and her character. I just felt that it was kind of an easy cop-out to the least, that now Jean has to have something tragic to drive him to insanity to a point. They kind of force Jean into a position where he's broken. Like, they're just like, okay, Jean needs progression, let's kill off Pyrrha. That's kind of how it felt to me. Now, seeing Volume 4 and how broken Jean is, it felt that they decided just to break Jean to give him a bit more character. Because in the first 3 volumes, he was just that punching bag in the side. Like, he was just that guy that did nothing, really. Like, he was a prominent character, but just didn't really do much. So they had to give him Pyrrha, give him emotions, give him an attachment, and then break that attachment to kill Pyrrha. That's how it kind of felt to me. That's why it didn't affect me as much as other people. I just love Pyrrha. But big booby goddess will rest in her little heaven, away from Roman. Roman, I know you're watching this. I know you've been talking about being in a pizzeria with Pyrrha and Penny. No. Stop it. Besides that, what do I think will happen in future episodes? Not 100% sure. It's not looking good for Team Ranger and Crow. If you guys seen the latest episode that happened yesterday, if you haven't happened to see it, I'd go suggest going over to Rooster Teeth to see that episode. Episode's kind of good, but I don't really much like it. I didn't like the latest episode. Not gonna really spoil anything. Half of it was good, half of it was bad. You'll know what the bad part is when you see it. So future episodes just not looking good. Things are gonna get tragic. I'm really hoping that this farm boy is actually gonna do something, because I'm kind of curious what Ozpin is up to with him. He just seems out of the ordinary for a farm boy to actually be useful, right? Well, anybody can be useful in the world. That's why Black Fang is around in our little world of Remnant. We're here to protect Remnant, and every single person in Remnant can be a hunter or huntress and protect their own families, friends, and whatever you want to protect. But I just want to see the farm boy be able to break out of his home and finally think it's a good idea to go on an adventure. I really hope Ozpin will bring something more. These are mainly hopes, but what I expect, what do I think will happen? Well, I don't think Crow's gonna be around for much longer. I don't know whether if they're gonna either kill him off or he's just gonna disappear again. Like, think of this, like, he was gone for the first 2 volumes and he showed up in volume 3. So things could happen. He could just finally just fade away and he's dead. But that would kind of make me a little sad, because then there's only a Raven and no one's there to control Raven. If no one's there to control Raven, things are gonna go to shit, because Raven's a piece of shit. Like, they made her a badass character, but that just makes me want to knock her down harder. Excuse me. Makes me want to knock her down a notch. So that's kind of my character showing out from me. So but yeah, I really hope in the future Raven actually does something for change, instead of protecting her little tribe she calls the family. And I just hope things work out. Of course, there's going to be deaths, there's going to be tragedies, but if you expect these deaths and tragedies, then maybe it won't be as hard on you as it did with me. Like, watching a bunch of anime, you understand that there's so many tragedies. There's got to be a story there. They have to be broken, and they have to pick themselves up and then show themselves to be stronger than they once were. That's just story arc all in general. So yeah, that's kind of my little rant of what I think will possibly happen in future RWBY episodes. I mean, I've always kind of, you could say, fantasized about putting my own character in RWBY, but I figured that if I joined Rooster Teeth and they actually were just like, oh, let's put your character in here, which I highly doubt would ever happen, like ever. But you guys will understand when March rolls around a little bit more why I don't think my character might be in it. So, without further ado, this is the end of this Q&A, the first Q&A of the new year. I hope you guys had a great New Year's night. Hope you guys stayed safe, of course. If you're under the age of 21, I hope you didn't drink. Depending on where you live, of course. If you live in America, it's probably 21 for all states. Anyways, with that aside, thank you all for this amazing year that we had in 2016. 2017 is turning out to be looking like a really good year with everything coming out. I really hope that this year we'll be able to get a lot more people. We'll probably break 600 or more. I'm really thankful for all of your support, all of your comments, and all of you have just been so great, and I've been so thankful for all of it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A with a little bit of a rant here and there. I will possibly hold another Q&A sometime soon. I'll have to figure out the details. But anyways, press that like button if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below, possibly for the next Q&A. And press that subscribe button so that way you know when my videos come up and you show your support for the Black Fang. And as always, the Black Fang will bring justice back to Remnant.